Hey guys, welcome back. Boy, the last week or two, reviews are coming out from all the guys, I guess, that have been getting this thing given to them from Leo James or somebody. And this thing is now being positioned as the greatest guitar since sliced bread. And guys, as I always do, I'm here just to give you the honest poop on my assessment of this Popcaster Leo James guitar, now that I've had it for a while. And as you all know, I didn't get this guitar for free. I bought it. Turned out that I wound up getting my money refunded because of issues with the guitar, but that's neither here nor there. But the bottom line is I just want to set it straight, if I can, as to exactly what you're getting with this guitar. Now, everybody makes a ridiculously big deal anytime one of these budget guitar companies comes out with the fact that guitars now have locking tuners, ball end stainless steel frets, Alnico 5 pickups, a bone nut, right? All the other things that these guitars are coming out with, right? They're even coming out with, in some cases, the sculpted heel on the necks. Belly carbs. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but does it make a difference at the end of the day? Does it really set itself apart from some of the other guys that are out there that don't have these features that just make a solid guitar? Now, I'm going to give you my honest assessment of where I think this guitar fits at this point in time. And again, guys, I've played probably more guitars than the average person, and probably more than most of the folks that are reviewing guitars now, here and there. And I can honestly tell you that this guitar does not sit in the same tier as a Squier Classic Vibe Telecaster. Even though that might not have stainless steel frets and a bone nut and whatever else, a belly carve and a roasted maple neck, right? Might not have those features. Doesn't matter. From a pure playability standpoint, quality standpoint, stock pickups standpoint, there is no comparison. A Squier Classic Vibe sits well above this guitar in every level. If you're a musician, a performing musician, you can certainly take a Squier Classic Vibe as is out and play that guitar. A Sire Telly, for those of you that aren't familiar, sounds a lot like Squier, I know, but Sire is the Larry Carlton brand of Telecasters, Stratocasters, ES335 style guitars. A Sire entry-level Telecaster, which goes for around $400, right? It's more than this. Sub $500 guitars, the Squier Classic Vibe, the Sire Telly, are better guitars than this guitar from a quality standpoint and from a sound standpoint and from a playability standpoint. The EART Telly, right? Although it's in most cases it's a dual humbucker Telecaster, they do have the split function on them. From a quality standpoint alone, and the stock pickups, they're ceramic pickups, they sound great, is a better quality guitar than this guitar. This is a budget instrument, right? You can put as much lipstick on it as you want. I'm not saying it's the pig with lipstick on it, but it is certainly not a stallion floating around with lipstick on it. It is still a budget instrument, right? This is great for somebody just starting out, someone just learning to play, someone that wants an extra guitar in their arsenal, that can't afford going out there and buying a higher end Telecaster. It's fine. For me, I'm a novice. I'm a home hobbyist. It's fine. This guitar plays well. It was set up well. But it's not a guitar. It's not the greatest thing since sliced bread. And it's not a guitar that you're probably going to go out and gig with for a couple of reasons. These pickups, although it says Alnico 5 all over them, right, are not high-end pickups. Doesn't matter if they're Alnico, ceramic, whatever the hell they're made out of, pot metal. I don't care. If the pickup is a good quality pickup, it's going to sound good. If it's an inexpensive pickup made with inexpensive materials, regardless of the magnets, Alnicos, ceramic, whatever, it's not going to sound as good. These are base level, entry level pickups. They are slightly, what's the word I'm looking for? Microphonic. Slightly, right? They're not quite as clear and crisp as some of the better quality pickups in some of these other tellies that I mentioned, right? Are they acceptable and will get the job done for a novice or a home hobbyist? Yeah, of course they will. They're fine. But I'm being honest. I'm calling it as it is. These are not higher level pickups. The neck on this guitar is extremely good. That's the high point of this guitar. It's a very, very comfortable if you're looking for a thinner, beginner-friendly, novice-friendly type of a neck. It's a great feeling neck. The roasted maple on this was done extremely well. It is smooth. It doesn't have the rough finishing like some of the guitars have. The belly carve, on the other hand, and I think Jace, my buddy Jace, also mentioned it in his video, Jace Allen Music. It's an odd carve, as I mentioned earlier, right? I mean, is this for somebody that just has a belly that's drooping, that it's shaped like this? I mean, it's not as wide as a normal belly carve, and it just comes almost to the center of the guitar. I mean, what the hell do you need something? It just looks ridiculous, in my opinion, right? But the guitar is finished well. That's the other thing, right? It's got a nice flame top. I think it's a veneer. It has a nice wood finish on the back, multi-piece. So the guitar, is finished well. This pickguard is ridiculous, in my opinion, also. It's a plastic pickguard. It looks like it was cut out at some student's, shop class in school. It's very crude, very rough. And quite honestly, it looks cheap. And it adds to a cheapness for this guitar. They would have been better off just not having any pickguard on here. Or putting a 3-ply normal pickguard on the guitar. The nut was cut fine. The tuners are fine. They're functional. They're described as being locking tuners. And they are. But they're not higher end tuners. You can do just as well with non-locking tuners that are quality tuners, in my opinion. Where does this guitar fit in the budget land of guitars? Well, you've got Jet that make excellent sounding, excellent quality budget guitars that are probably double this price, right? More of the $300 range, but very good. You've got T's, and I compared this to T's. And they're comparable guitars from a feature standpoint, but I think the T's is made a bit better, quality-wise, than this guitar. And the pickups, the stock pickups on the T's, I believe are better than this guitar. Festley, it's a step up. They have Wilkinson pickups and a Wilkinson bridge, right, on the guitar. I always forget the tuner brand, but it's a known tuner. And I think the model is G2, and they're the lower end of the high quality tuners. But again, they're better tuners than that are on this guitar, and stainless steel frets, all that crap, right? Again, so what? But they're bragging rights for these budget companies. So Festley's, I'd say a notch up. This and Donner probably sit around the same tier, in my opinion, of budget Telecasters. Now, are this guitar, specifically I'm talking about, this Popcaster. Is it as good as your best bet for $150? Well, what else is around this price point? Oh, the Squire debut that you can find on Amazon sometimes for $199. It's now, I think, 2 and change. It went up. But that is probably a better guitar, in my opinion, quality-wise, than this guitar. The Squire Sonic, which is more expensive than the debut, similar features, probably a better guitar for a beginner or a novice or a starter from a quality standpoint. That's where this thing kind of fits, in my opinion. But again, if you have limited funds, if you're just starting out, you just want to pick up playing the guitar, for $149, it's a good deal. You're not going to get screwed. Now, it doesn't come with a gig bag, but neither does a debut, or neither does a Sonic, or some of these other lower end options, right? Jet doesn't come with a gig bag. The Tease does, right? And the Fesley does. The Donner does, I believe, as well. But, yeah, guys, this was just a video, full disclosure, to let you know the truth behind the Popcaster. You know, I know people are excited, and Leo Jaymz is pushing these things, which I would do too if I had a company. But the company, the videos out there that are saying this thing is the greatest thing since sliced bread, you got to buy it, are sponsored in most cases. And there's a reason for it. So, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let me know your thoughts. Not a bad guitar, just not the best guitar you can buy for the money. It's a good option, but you're not striking gold or anything like that. This is not a diamond in the rough. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments. What are your thoughts? If you agree, disagree, let me know. And until the next time, be well. See you soon. Take care.